I don't accept their right to protest under a Nazi flag. I don't accept the right to protest taking flags of Canada and scrawling swastikas all over it. I don't agree that the protest ought to have racist symbols like the Confederate flag.
Over the weekend, thousands of protesters rallied in Ottawa against COVID-19 vaccines and public health restrictions. Although some rallied peacefully, others were seen touting offensive symbolism. Hate symbols such as Nazi flags, swastikas, Yellow Star of Davids, and Confederate flags were spotted, sparking concern for people in the community.
I'm horrified by it. I think it's, I don't know how much more disgusting you can get to try and compare the murder of 6 million Jewish men and women and children, 1.5 million children thrown into gas chambers, medically experimented upon, and say that somehow that's the same thing as a government wanting to give you a life-saving vaccine.
A mockery of the experiences of those Holocaust survivors that are still with us. And it, of course, diminishes the memory of all of the victims, of the 6 million victims, as well as the other victims of the Nazis.
Bertie Farber, with the Canadian Anti-Hate Network, says symbols like the Yellow Star of David that Nazis forced Jews to wear during the Holocaust so they could easily be identified are triggering for many. Both Farber and Jarnisqui are both children of Holocaust survivors, and they say it's extremely upsetting if their parents were to witness this again.
My father was a Holocaust survivor. He was the sole Jewish survivor of his small village in Poland. He had to bear witness to, people being, his family being killed. He came to Canada to make Canada his new home, a home of freedom and love and democracy. He's not alive today, but were he alive today, I would cringe at how this would absolutely destroy him yet again.
While human rights advocates agree the right to peacefully protest is important, this weekend saw some of the worst elements of our society come out.
People have a right to protest. People have a right to assemble, to share their views. But when it crosses to using those peaceful protests or those opportunities to spread hate and to harm others, where are we? We're no further ahead, and we need to get control of those situations and make sure that we call them for what they are.
In Winnipeg, Breanna Marcelo, City News.